Welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony, who can't get the buttons to turn on when he's supposed to. How's it going? I'm your host, Tony. There's Heather right there. She's right
everybody. Just click the link.
Yep.
Just open the back.
Open the plaque. Click the link. Do the thing.
Click the button. Holy moly. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I am your host, and also Tony's your host. I guess we're the host with the most. Glad y'all are joining us tonight. Happy to be back. Oh my gosh.
It's been too long. Like, we thought you moved to another planet or something.
I mean, I felt like I did. I kind of some days probably wish that I did. But thank you, Brandon, for filling in. Do appreciate it. If you guys did not catch his most recent episode of Was It Worth It, please, after the show, go over there, take a look at it, put some love in the comment section, and share it. But thank you for joining us tonight. How have you been?
How have I been? I've been in. Is this the transition to how's your week?
Yeah. How's your week, little buddy? How's your week?
Oh God, let me blast myself up on the big screen here. It has been absolutely insane. Working every single day trying to get stuff done. Picking heavy stuff up, putting heavy stuff down. Mowing, weeding, gardening, landscaping, helping out so many people doing this stuff, running the channels and doing all the crazy stuff. Guitar Fridays was amazing. You guys showed up as you always do. I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, you guys, you make it worth doing when I'm tired. So they say bleed for your craft. I happily will bleed for my craft for you guys. Thank you so much with all of that. And Chillstream, sorry guys. Chillstream has been suffering because I have just not had the energy or the time, because by the time I realize what time it is, I'm like, shit.
Yeah, Brandon's like, are we not doing Chillstream? Like, what's happening?
Right?
It's like 9:30, buddy.
Yeah, and, so then we got together Monday and did Suck My Deck. Obviously, doing a lot of these things right here. Hold on. I got to get my Dubby merch.
Oh, yeah.
Which I've got
some, I don't have it in the bottle, but I got some.
I still have a ton of these left. I've been trying them as much as I can on stream just to give my live reaction. Because I had the Pine Berry one last night. Okay. As I was trying to click the link and that didn't work. So I was just frustrated because my computer was being dumb. So I had everybody from tech support plus customer retention or something like that, billing. Like, I spent all day on the phone today and half of yesterday. So my computer works great. My internet now works better. And so at least that's what one of the customer service representatives said. I'm like, is better a word?
I don't believe.
I don't think it is either, but who am I to say? I mean, I can barely count to potatoes, so there's that.
Count to hot dog.
Right? So Tuesday we did Rule of Cool. It was great. It was me, Guy, Dave, and Baron Von Kuhn.
Baron Von Kuhn, yeah. I missed it, but I was there in spirit and in chat.
Yes. I tried to get back into chat last night with Jerks, but my internet was just like, nope, we're not doing it. Like, at one point in time, I literally had dial-up speed on the speed test, and I'm going,
oh my God.
For the amount of money that I pay for this, how the hell am I still at fucking dial-up?
Yeah. Don't they have fiber optic there yet? Do they not have that option?
So here's the thing, is they do have fiber optic. The problem is that they're still running all of the lines.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
So
that's good to know.
It's here. They just have to finish front of the line, which deals with the city infrastructure and, regular lines that are already there, which is the coax cable, which is great because that runs literally along the power lines.
Yeah.
So if you can get power lines via coaxial cable, because I just found out today that straight off the line, you're running almost a gig of internet service
On fiber?
on coax.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
That's why I'm like, well, why the hell does it step down? Crank that shit up.
Yeah. Crank it up.
So apparently you do, but you do it in $20 increments. So as you step up your service, so does the price.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, honestly. Not surprised by that.
And, I learned a few different inside things that they don't tell you about internet service providers. That because they have basically proprietary equipment, they can basically charge what they want.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm not surprised by that.
As annoying as that is, unfortunately, unless you're a great negotiator, you got to pay the price like everyone else.
Gotta pay that price to get that fast, high speed there.
Well, here's the thing. You guys like me being able to present in at least 1080p so you guys can see my face instead of the horrible nightmare that Jay was dealing with shitty camera and shitty internet.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see Jay with his mug on jerks and being able to do it. Now, if I could just get all of that squared away, we'll be able to get back on and I'll be able to talk shit in person instead of on chat.
If only I had a tech guy like in person. Like
I know. But yeah, that's basically been the gist of my week. It's still doing stuff. Obviously, it's in full swing of gardening in suburbia, which I got to do another update because the last one that I did, it looked like a desert wasteland. Now it looks like a garden full of life, and weeds are still trying to take over.
As they do. Just like in real life. You got your toxic people that are trying to put those weeds in your life.
Right.
Kind of like that, right?
I don't remember planting those weeds, but here we are.
Nobody plants the weeds. It's just they just show up out of nowhere.
Well, here's the thing. I want to talk about those weeds in a little bit. But first, I want to get to how was your week, and then we've got to get caught up in chat.
Oh, boy. Okay, yes. We do have some people that are filing in. I'm so happy to see all of you. I've missed you all so much. Well, it's been 2 weeks now, scheduling, all that kind of stuff.
I thought it was a month because, you've been gone forever.
Feels like it. It feels like it. So, my adventure kind of this week was a little bit crazy, kind of off the norm. I was meant to work on Monday, but I did go, and I'm not trying to put too much out there, obviously, of my dad. He does jump on here and chat, you guys, so if you just want to give him some love, some uplifting, that'd be awesome. I called off work to go and check in on him and, get some stuff done, because currently where I live, I'm about 4 hours away, so it's really hard. And, he could use some extra assistance, but me being so far out in my days that are so strange for work, I get pretty tired, and by the time I have a day off, I'm like, what? It's going to be a whole day just of driving. I'll stop in, get his mail, and then get back on the road.
Right.
So, it's just one of those things. So I took some time off to go check in on him, and I found my way down that way to the studio for a little brief.
Yep.
And to just kind of chilled out there, kind of refreshed and, whatnot, because, Caro is my home. I'm not going to even pretend like it's not. Every time I'm there, I get to hang out with some amazing friends and family. Like, you guys have all become part of my family, and, it is a refresh for me. There's something to be said when you are not even 5 minutes out of town and all of a sudden I feel like I can breathe again. That means something. There's something there about that.
Right.
So, so I got a chance to kind of just refresh. I took Wednesday and just kind of just kind of chilled out. We went out and had some breakfast.
That was great, by
I
the
didn't
way.
really tell a whole bunch of people that I was back in town because at any moment, I could have had to run back. But during this time though, when I came back to Carol, my truck, she's an old gal, she's got some rust happening, but she gets me to A to B, A to Z, whatever you want to say. So I'm thankful for the truck. And
Yep.
she's a little shit and getter. But she is very rusty, and I was, oh my god, about shit my pants. I was by Lapeer, and the person, like, it was one of those turnarounds,
Yes.
and I had time, I thought. And I get out there, and my truck does not, like, I am down to the floor pressing the gas, and it's staying at 30. I'm like, I'm gonna die today. Fantastic. This is great. So I'm pushing it down, and the person goes by me. I got so many fingers flown at me, like, I was like, yeah, I can fucking do that too. So I stopped, and of course I ended up stopping up there, or down there by Marshall's. I went in there for a brief because I get a discount, whatever. And then when I got back on the road, it was better, but holy shit, man. I was like, oh god. So, my dad was a mechanic for many years, and I talked to him, and he's like, yeah, it's probably safer just to go back home. So throughout the week, it was, it was just a different navigation, but it was good to see him, good check in, make sure things were good, and then just kind of have that moment to breathe again, because I can't even hide the fact that I'm homesick. I miss it there so much. But you know what? I took on this adventure, full force, just took it on, and I got up here, and then I found out that it just wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. But in the meantime of that, I was able to work out a lot of the things financially that I needed to.
Right.
So, I'm thankful for that. I look at it that way. I try to find the positives of the situation, and, but yeah, at the end of the day, I continue to go, yep. Carol's where my heart's at. That's where home is.
It definitely has a special place. I mean, it was great having the ability to just chill for a minute with you and like walk around the garden. I'm like, ooh, check this out. This is what I'm growing this year.
Yes. And I'm not saying like I get back, if I get back to there and we're not very far away from each other, that we will see each other all the fucking time. But I'm going to try to make a conscious effort to be able to see you more, because you know what? For all the years that I kind of missed when I was in other situations, because I was pretty much like doing the hideout thing, and I didn't really get to see you a whole lot, and I want to make up for that time with you and other friends like Little Hope and Jen and Dawn and all, and even Baghead and just everybody that's there, Melissa, Brandon, all those people. Like, there's so many people, and there's something to be said too, like everywhere that I went the last time that I was visiting when the guys came.
Yeah.
It was awesome because I ran into somebody, and every time I ran into somebody, it was always like a nice a greeting, like, hi there, and hugs and things, and that means a lot to me. It means a lot, and to be up here and only know the people that I really like work with, and then I do know some people up here, and they're very kind, and they've been really good to me too. But with the work schedule,
yep,
I work and come home, and then that's pretty much it. So I'm looking at different avenues, because I feel like it's time, and when you feel like it's time, if you don't act on it, then what are you doing?
Yep.
So there's that. That's true pure honesty. But that's pretty much been my week. I was able to stop in, got to see him, got to just take a breather for a minute. I'm getting ready for the trip to the island.
Going to Wiener Island.
Wiener Island with all the guys. I'm gonna go fishing. I'm being told I'm gonna get taught how to fish.
Do they not know who you are when it comes to that department?
Well, here's the thing. I gave them. I'm telling them this. I've never fished in Mass, so I don't know what the fish there are like. Here in Michigan, it's a different story. It was different in Alabama. It was different in Tennessee. Like, so good at it though. I'm so good at it though.
Just saying, like, you're gonna show them boys how to fish. I'm just saying. I'm calling it now.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. See if I got lots of pictures of me holding all my fish.
Of
Not
course.
like this,
Of course.
but like this. Because if you hold them all like that, it always looks bigger. But
Yep.
But yeah, so I'm getting ready for that. Tickets already ready. I'm gonna be heading out. Looking forward to hanging out with them again, and getting just to have some island life for a week. I think that'll be fun, and just really recharging again. So in the meantime, just getting things ready around here, doing my thing.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, it was great. It was great to see you. It was great to see Melissa.
Yes.
It was nice to go out and have breakfast. Like I said, I flew under the radar. I didn't get a chance to hang out with everybody because if I would have, I wouldn't. I probably would have. I've been like, I need to sleep because I'm so tired.
Right.
Pretty much Wednesday, that's what it was. It was like, I'm just gonna relax. I'm just gonna chill. So, and it was nice because I sat out on the porch, just kind of relaxed, got some fresh air. It was great. So, I needed it.
Yeah, it was definitely great to decompress and be able to just be there, not having to run here, there, and everywhere and do 15 million things.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to hang out with you and also to see Brandon. And
yeah,
you guys showed up the first night, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but somebody let you know I was there. And
well, I mean,
you guys showed up. Huh?
Look, we all have guardian angels that look out for us, and the fact that you probably have one of the coolest guardian angels. I mean, I got a text and it was like done and done.
Yeah, and then you guys were on.
Yes.
Doing Suck My Deck, and then all of a sudden, like, I looked and I was like, you guys were off, and then I hear pop, pop, pop. Ms. Jen was kind enough to let me stay at her place.
Yes.
That house is so beautiful. So it was just a nice little recharge, and it was good to see you guys. I needed those hugs.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so, yeah. All right, we got a lot going on. Welcome, everybody that is just joining us. I am so happy to be back. I have missed you guys so much. Let's see. Baghead, sup, weirdos? And I said, guess who's back? Baghead says, Heather is a Baghead fan. I said, definitely a fan of Baghead because you are always winning. Baghead says, Tony's definitely strange. He also says, get a job, you bum. And he's throwing rhinos and ogres and hammers and, oh my god, all kinds of things. Andy Burke says, hey ho, weirdos. Hey Andy, how is it going? Becca says, it feels like the first time. Mary said, looked at the weeds in my yard this morning. I hate you all, I yelled at them, and then I went fishing. That sounds like something I would do. And he says fish everywhere are the same. They swim and they eat, and after that they swim and they eat. And they poop. I add the poop part because,
Fish
and
pooping you.
Excellent, Andy. Excellent. Mr. Guy says, been here listening, now in chat. What up, weirdos? Hello, welcome, guys.
So let me get caught up over on Twitchland, on Rumble, and on Facebook. Louder over on Twitchland says, weirdos, salute. And then Tim Lauder over on Facebook says, shut up, Brandon. He's throwing rhinos again. I'm not sure what all that means.
Got all the rhinos out and about. He's just like tossing them like candy.
That's right. And Chris McCarthy, Captain Waffles over there, says Brandon Tackless is the new Donnie from The Big Lebowski. You're out of your element, Donnie.
The dude abides.
The dude abides. And then Brandon also jumps on Facebook and says, hello.
Hello. It's so good to see you, Brandon.
And then Dawn chimes in and says, hey, guys. And then Brandon says, screw that. I'm Walter. I can totally see Brandon being Walter. Just saying.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, I did see him in the play Escanaba into Moonlight. And, yeah.
He played the Jimmer.
He did play the Jimmer. He definitely did. And Dawn's chiming in over on YouTube as well. Hey, guys. Nice.
And then Louder's over. I'm kind of weird on Rumble. So thank you guys for chiming in. If you guys are in chat on any of these platforms, say hi so we can give you a shout out. We appreciate you guys joining us in live chat. So and we'll try to keep up. If we miss, we apologize because you guys are constantly blowing us up, but we appreciate that.
Definitely do appreciate it. Any of you that are local to the Cairo area, any of this stuff, like if you wouldn't mind sharing, because at the top of the hour we do talk about stuff that's happening local in Cairo area and surrounding areas there. So if you are close and you're in Cairo, if you want to share this link and get that out there to our local people, that would be awesome as well, because we want to keep everybody informed of the events that are going to be happening, some of the ones that we're going to be going to. And let's just say the weather is freaking beautiful now. I'm all about it. Although
Yeah.
I was really sweaty, and we'll get into that. But you were going to talk about the weeds and gardening in suburbia.
Before I get into that, let me get caught up with YouTube on Facebook. Yeah, Chris, that video you sent me was absolutely hilarious. And if you have any more of those, send them on over because that shit's funny. But yeah, so to pick up off a prior conversation we actually had on the channel here, you and I have actually talked about this. What has been deemed as weeds, 9 times out of 10 is some of the most healthiest stuff you can consume because it's meant to do very specific things in your body, like dandelion.
Dandelion, yes. So when it comes to dandelion, you can actually use everything, right down to even the flower on it, can't you?
The root, the flower, the stems, the petals, all of it. And when you, I guess, is it dehydrate or is it cure or is it prepare? I don't know. Process. When you process it.
Yeah.
It does some amazing things inside your body, especially if you do like dandelion teas. They make dandelion honey. There's been like dandelion butter, which is the craziest stuff. And yeah, it's all healthy alternatives to the regular substitution. That's why I do my best to not do a whole lot of sugars or processed sugars. I use honey, and people are like, "Oh my God, this tastes amazing." It's supposed to because it's natural.
Yeah, honey is good, but you have to be careful with honey too, because a lot of the stuff that you get from the store, as opposed to like your local beekeepers honey, has a lot of extra added like sugar and shit in it. So you really have to watch what you're getting and be reading those labels, because they're going to get lost in the healthiness of it if you're not paying attention to what it is that you're buying and consuming.
Absolutely. And yeah, I encourage you to do your due diligence, but stuff like I'm seeing a ton of it already starting to blossom in my driveway, no less. And I don't use any of that pesticide stuff because that gets into my food and I don't want that. But like purslane, if you guys have seen purslane, I guarantee you have, because it literally grows everywhere. You can eat purslane and it's got a bunch of like, it keeps the soft and squishy part soft and squishy because it's like a succulent, but it's full of like all of the omegas and the nice fatty acids and stuff that your body needs to function. So if you're feeling a little extra squeaky in the joints, get you some purslane.
Oh God, I'm feeling an extra like Rice Krispies. I swear to you, every time I was moving, it was like snap, crackle, pop. I'm like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not good. One disclaimer, though, that I do want to say as we were talking about these kinds of things, please make sure that you are doing your due diligence on what we're talking about and not just taking our word for it, because we are definitely not licensed in these areas. These are just things that we have researched and found out, and things that we do use as well. So just want to put that out there. Just to be.
And if you grow your own, and you use literally dirt, water, and sunlight, that's really all you need to grow stuff. Because they were growing stuff in sand over in Egypt during the Old Testament times, and turned it into the Fertile Crescent. So, I mean, look at all of that stuff that they were doing. So, I mean, these are the things that you can grow it in a pot. You can grow it in water.
Yes, that's one of the things that I'm really interested in. I was actually looking at the ones that you can put up on your wall. And do that instead of the dirt, like the water.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that. And there was another one that had a bunch of like the tubes and whatever, and you could grow like sprigs of your like oregano and shit like that. And I was like, yeah.
And here's the crazy part about it is if you cultivate it properly, there's so many plants that just keep coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not had to plant tomatoes now for 7 years. And it's the kind that I like because it's the little tiny yellow pear.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Right?
Yes. I would always be like, hey.
Right.
And I was kind of bummed because I saved seeds.
Yes.
You know, I thought I was doing the right thing. I was like, yeah, I'm going to save these seeds. Freaking mice got into my bag of seeds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, kind of pissed about that because they weren't the ones that you had.
Yes.
But when I worked at Bronner's, there was a lady that would bring in these other ones, and I think
Yep.
I might have brought some to you. Oh my God, they were so good. But yes, yellow ones are my favorite to be honest.
Well, and that's the best part about it is literally all the stuff that you buy for fresh produce. Now, I preface this is if you can get it from a farmer's market, it's even better. Because 9 times out of 10, they've either picked it the night before or they picked it that morning and got in there to get you whatever fresh produce. So I encourage you to go talk to these people at the farmer's market.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't get fresh produce at the farmer's market, know where you're sourcing this stuff from because then you know what you're putting in your body. And the fresher the stuff is that you put in your body, the better you're going to feel. So do your due diligence. Like Heather said, don't take our words for it. We're telling you all of this is anecdotal because this is the experience that we have had with gardening, with eating fresh, with doing all the things that we have done thus far in our journey to health. So yeah, it's quite an interesting journey. Once you start it, you learn so much almost immediately. Yeah. And it was great walking around the garden. I'm like, so there's that weed I got rid of. There's, oh, look, here's all of the tomatoes that I didn't plant. Here's all of the strawberries that I didn't plant. And Dave, if you're watching this, buddy, thank you 1,000% because like you said, it works like you read about. I put up fishing line and I have not had any tracks or any interference with my veggies or my produce from those pesky deer. But I'm really wanting to stay up one of these nights and get me some venison. Although I live in the city, so it's probably not the best way to go, hey, baby, there's a deer. You want to grab the shotgun?
Probably not, but I could see you sniper crawling with a buck knife in your teeth across the yard.
I'm just saying I am not above fucking up Bambi for eating my potatoes.
Right. Got some things over here in chat, actually. I love this. You guys are blowing it up over here. We do appreciate it. It's nice to see all of you. Andy says, hey, Mr. Guy. Hey, Don. And the always winning Baghead. Baghead Louder says, I heard Andy Burke is doing the next Baghead video.
What?
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah.
Media are chiming in here. Hello again, shaboom shaboom. And speaking of which, have you tried that dandelion jelly yet?
Shit, that's in my refrigerator.
What the shit? I didn't get any. Dandelion wine is yummy, says Dawn.
It is.
Andy
it's
says,
so
yes,
good.
Baghead has Miss Watson at my production company not connected to you yet. Jeannie said the word weeds is subjective. If you are a farmer growing wheat, a corn plant is a weed. Just saying. Strange Friend says, get up into the chat and hit that thumbs up button. Mr. Guy says, smash that like button, weirdos. Baghead says, hi. Hi, Mr. Guy. Andy says, smashed. Strange Friend says, welcome to the comments, my love. Glad you're chiming in. At Baghead and Louder, 209 days, my friend, from Mr. Guy. Not that I'm counting. Baghead says, throwing some smileys and some hearts in the eyes. And to be clear, Baghead, I'm talking to Jeannie. Strange Friends. And Andy Burke says, Mr. Guy and the quest of the 209.
Yes.
I think I'm caught up now. There we go. 209, less than a year, bestie.
Right?
Heck
yeah. So we got, okay, here we go. Wow, Chris, I appreciate you tossing stuff in the chat, man. Let me get caught back up here. Dandy Tea is so good for you. It truly is. And he says, star anise is something my wife uses a lot. That stuff is amazing. You can literally put it on anything. And then Tim says, Brandon smells like lilac and sour milk. That's
God.
I don't want to know what that tastes like. And then Chris McCarthy says, what about pot? It's best consumed when you eat it. And Chris McCarthy says, I grow my own shit. And hey, that's awesome, man. Maybe you and I can connect up on some ways to grow stuff and maybe trade some seeds or something, because I have a whole big box down here by my foot. Because I love collecting heirloom seeds and being able to trade some stuff for other people, because, hey, the trade and barter system worked for over 4,000 years, so why would it be any different now?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
cool.
that's disturbing, Baghead. You guys are awesome, man. But yeah, no, it's funny how I remember growing up and my grandmother was teaching me how to pick rocks, which I hated, and hoe and weeds, which I hated. But in the same token, there was certain parts that where she'd be like, no, that's not a weed. You can actually eat that. And I'm like, I'm not eating stuff out of the ground. That's weird. She's like, well, you eat this, you eat that out of the ground, right?
Very true.
And I go, okay, so you didn't have to plant that, but you cultivated it. And like she went into like, you know, raspberries. Raspberries were cultivated. Blackberries, you know, blueberries, all of these things that people, I mean, strawberries. If you've ever seen a wild strawberry, they're like that big.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you look at strawberries that were cultivated and they're like freaking, they're huge.
Yeah.
And I have a ton of wild strawberries growing in my backyard, but I also have cultivated strawberries growing in my front yard, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm hoping those pine berries actually grow this year because they look like white strawberries. I don't know what they taste like because I've yet to have the opportunity to test out what pine berries taste like, but I am definitely going to be making a smoothie with them because yes. And I have a ton of flowers on there. So I'm hoping that the critters leave them alone so I can harvest my strawberries.
Well, let's hope that the Dave trick is going to continue to keep on working. Or are those ones in your backyard?
What's that?
The pine berries.
No, those are the ones in the front yard. And Chris says, okay, guys, I'm out. Have a softball game to coach. Appreciate you hanging out with us, Chris.
Thanks for stopping in, Chris. That's awesome. Thank you.
But yeah. And then, you know, purslane. I've been trying to cultivate purslane because purslane is just one of those weeds that it just tastes absolutely amazing.
What does it taste like? I don't think I've ever actually had it.
So, have you ever had the chance to sample a fresh succulent where you bite into it and then it's just like it's hard to explain because it would taste, you think it would taste like it goes on a salad, but it's like oh man, I can't think, like a firmer cucumber.
I guess it makes me think of like aloe for some reason. I don't know why, but
kind of like that. But think like a cucumber. Think like a firmer cucumber.
Okay.
Because you have to bite it a little bit, but then once you bite it, then all that goodness just like it's right there in the flavor. I love the taste of purslane.
Okay, I've actually never tried it. I'll have to try it from you.
It's really good.
I was asking. Oh, first Jeannie says it's steeping the tea.
Yes.
It's steeping the tea. Dawn says purple carrots, Tony.
I gotta plant some more, but I don't have any more seeds.
Oh no. Becca says hello, Jeannie. Tell Brandon. Shush. Friends, did you guys catch how worth it was? It wasn't.
It wasn't.
And Jeannie says we got you beat this week. Sorry, gonna have to move it over here. The damn, oh my god, I hate these fucking hearts. The damn goats got out and snapped both of my pear trees at a bunch of leaves of our strawberry, ate a bunch of leaves of our strawberries. I was so pissed.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would be too. And Baghead says, Baghead hasn't missed an episode. Aw.
That's true.
Unlike me. Okay.
Yeah,
and
see, that's...
I love goats. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love them, but I can just imagine.
That's where I'd probably make the worst farmer ever, because growing up on the farm, I hated livestock. And anytime I had to shuffle manure,
Yeah.
if I have to shuffle that anytime sooner, it will be too soon because I hated doing that.
Yeah.
When you're cleaning out stalls, especially like after the winter, because you
Yeah, I
couldn't
don't
exactly get out there and
think-
shovel and put it someplace because it's literally frozen shit.
You're right.
You know, it made it rather difficult. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky when I went to go and watch the farm at Stone Cottage. Like,
Yes.
they had done the stuff there already.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like all I had to do was just make sure that they were fed and that they didn't go anywhere. So that was kind of nice. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's why give me a plot of land and I will turn it into an amazing garden. Y'all can deal with the livestock and I'll just trade you fresh produce for goat meat.
yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, you know, the closer you get to cultivating the earth and everything that entails with that, whether you're dealing with livestock, whether you're dealing with, you know, cultivating different types of grass. I mean, you need both. You need roughage and you need meat. So
You're right.
however you cultivate that, you work very close to the salt of the earth people, if you will, and having the ability to do life together with these people. It's absolutely amazing. Like, I'm excited about getting over to Brandon and Jeannie's part of the woods to see what they got going on over there. Because Jeannie gave me a crash course and video tour of the place, and I'm just like, oh my God, I love all of that.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, and they're producing all kinds of different things. Like, I'm just saying, the Zickles, amazing.
Oh yeah.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, girl.
And your eggs, like, oh my God, your guys' eggs are top shelf. And I keep getting eggs from all my friends that have chickens. And I'm just like, it's funny. It's just when I'm getting close enough to not having eggs, everybody shows up. They're like, hey, you want some eggs? And I'm like, sure. What do I need to do for them? And then all the same week, everybody shows up and goes, here's eggs. And I go, oh my God. Thank you guys in so many ways. Oh God, it's great.
That's awesome though. Like, have you gotten just chicken eggs? Or are you getting duck eggs? What all kind of are you getting?
So I apparently have made the coolest friends on the planet because I have multicolored eggs from all of my friends, like blue, green, brown. There's been some that are like a gray brown color, which is really freaking cool. It was absolutely amazing. And I just go, this is cool. I get to enjoy Easter egg colors that occur naturally and in enjoying that for my breakfast because it's a Tuesday.
Right. Heck yeah. I got some more things over here in the chat.
What you got? What you got?
They're crafty little shits too. They keep getting out. Strange Friends Media. Let's see here. Dawn says, goat cheese. Yeah, Stone Cottage Farm has made some really good. I would love to try.
Oh my God, yes.
Jeannie said there's going to be some too. Jeannie says, I got even. They got their shots today, LOL. They are not meat goats. And he said, dang it, goat tacos are good. And also he says, goat cheese is really good too. And Jeannie says, next spring, Andy, there will be goat cheese.
Yummy.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, and that's the thing is our friends over there at Stone Cottage, which we love, you know, they're constantly hooking us up. I just ordered some soap. In fact, hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't
It's
have
been
my
a while
address on.
since I have ordered some.
Yeah, here's my soap. And oh, look at that. There we go. Ta-da.
Nice.
And the soap
of
wort.
getting? The coffee?
Oh yeah, cinnamon coffee's my jam. Because it's an exfoliant.
Yes.
So yeah,
check out
guys,
YouTube.
support a farmer, man. Like, hey,
Definitely.
they have multiple types, whether you're veggie farmers, meat farmers, produce farmers, like livestock farmers, all of that. Yeah, he can even be a mushroom farmer if you want to be. And that's not
Yeah.
code for being a hoe. The point being is
Wait, what?
no, so I just discovered this, and you would think, being that I've been doing this forever, they actually have underground mushroom farms.
Oh, yeah.
And they have people that farm mushrooms for various different companies and corporations and so on and so forth. And there's only certain types of mushrooms that you can get in certain places. So that's why it drives the value up, because you can only grow them in certain conditions, because any other condition you can't grow them in.
Oh,
That's why it makes morels really expensive. That's why it makes truffles really expensive, because they only grow for a certain time of year and in a certain place.
Yeah. Yes,
So,
and I know everybody is like showing some of their morels that they're finding here
yeah,
in Michigan. I have never gone actually to hunt them, but I would like to.
they are
But again,
absolutely amazing.
oh my god, they are, and like garlic, and oh my god, with them they're so good. So yeah, I've been seeing pictures of that, and then different other things that people are foraging, which is cool. I think I follow those pages and stuff because it's interesting to see.
Well, and that's the best part about that. Like, you will be amazed wherever you live, if you just go doing a little foraging, the amount of amazing stuff that you can find. And I think it's absolutely hilarious, yet paramount, how many people literally live where they live and they have no idea how much food is literally growing in the wild around them.
Right. Oh yeah. Ramps, like they're an onion garlic kind of thing. I have never found them actually, but I've been like, I need these in my life. But they grow here. They do grow in Michigan, so I'm like, you need to find these. So yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. It's interesting to talk about these kind of things, and like how you grow in suburbia. And I'm looking forward to you updating about that. So
I will probably be doing that sometime this weekend, providing it's not raining. So I'm going to be dodging raindrops, mowing and landscaping and digging holes and putting pots in the ground and doing all of that stuff. Because apparently when you're good at something, people are like, hey, I'll pay you to do this thing. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess. Because it's so awkward. It's so awkward. Yeah, I mean, you do. And yeah, if you're good at something, never do it for free. But when it's people that are near and dear to you, you do it because you're taking one thing off of their plate and going, here, let me do this for you, because this is one less thing you got to worry about.
Right. Well, and I understand that part of it too. I get that, because I feel that way sometimes when, I can make pieces of things, which has been a long time since I've done any of that stuff. So
yeah.
Oh man, I hate that. I miss it so much. But I get what you're saying, like when you just wanted to just genuinely do something for somebody. But I also was told a long time ago, actually one of our mutual friends, Crystal, she says, there's times it's hard for her to charge for things, but at the same sense, she says it's that push and pull, and you have to be able to accept the money that is given to you for services that you're doing. Just as you would pay for somebody else to do it.
Right.
And it's just that exchange. And I totally understood that when she finally said that, because sometimes it's hard for me to price things. I really struggle with that. When I was doing the farmer's market, making all those different things, I never really knew like what to really charge. So it kind of was just one of those, you have to get paid for your time. You have to get paid for your supplies when you do stuff like that.
Yes.
So, and you have to be okay with asking people to pay what you're worth. But I do understand where you're coming from as well. There's just different situations.
And that's the thing, is that, you know what? I mean, hey, in this economy, I will happily take all the money thrown at me. So if you want to throw money at me, oh darn, pay my bills. But that's the thing, is that, if it's not a utopia, but if you have the ability to help somebody out, do it.
Right.
Because, I mean, to go back to the fundamental law of gardening, sowing and reaping. If you're planting seeds, you're probably going to be reaping some harvest at some point.
Right.
So if that means
Right.
you can plant those seeds, you never know which ones are going to grow.
Right.
So plant them all and let it cultivate, let it flourish.
Right. Yeah, just the same with that. You know, we all learn these different things. There's things that you do like with your gardening and your music and different stuff like that I have no idea about. But I could show you how to wire wrap something. We've sat side by side and
Yeah.
we've beaded before. We've spray paint art. We've done all kinds of different things. But that's the interesting part.
Yep.
Is not only like that's another form of exchange, being able to teach somebody else something, because that helps build.
Yes.
That helps to build, and it really is always like blown my mind when people hold on to their craft.
Yes.
And they don't share it with other people. Like I never really understood that. So you teach somebody, and what happens? They're better at it than you.
Yes.
So what? It doesn't mean that those two products, even though they're the same item, wouldn't be different still. You've got your people that like the specific way that somebody else makes it, and just because somebody else is making it, that gives them money and food on their table.
Of course.
So it's always kind of blown my mind when people are kind of like, nope, I'm not teaching anybody that. I'm not. Oh, okay, well, that's fine too, because we can all jump on YouTube and learn that way now too. So,
well, that's one of the things that I appreciate about Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave is they're constantly. I don't know if they've done it this year because they've been really freaking busy with everything. But in the past, they have offered soap making classes.
I've done it. Yep, I've done that class actually.
Which was really freaking cool. And I'm like, so do I need to sign up for how to make the soap the way that you make it? Because I'm not buying soap from anybody else. I'm buying it from you. But,
right.
You have to live for at least as long as I live, because I need the soap and you're the only one that knows how to make it well. So
the way that I like it. Right. Exactly.
Keep using the soap, live forever, right?
So, and one of my biggest things that I make your deodorant. I've made your deodorant.
Oh my God, yes.
And the thing is like you've said, hey, can you show Melissa how to make it? Can you? I can, but the thing with me is that I don't measure.
Same.
I don't measure when I'm cooking. I really don't. I need to learn how to do that, but I just don't.
So let me tell you a little bit of story here when it comes to not measuring, because apparently I just listened to my ancestors and that's how that works, because apparently I have some pretty amazing people that knew how to cook and understood fundamental chemistry. So I was running out of the store-bought coffee from the big box stores, right? And I ended up finding a bunch of coffee that had been either given to me or I had picked up at a farmer's market or something. I can't remember. And I'm like, well, I don't have the cash to go through and get a bunch of coffee right now. So I'm just going to mix all this stuff together and pray for the best, because I had my spice grinder and my coffee grinder, which, by the way, if you're doing cinnamon and you want to clean your spice grinder, throw coffee beans in there. It cleans it rather well, surprisingly. So, yes, I'm going to tell you how I make coffee. So when you guys try this, let me know how it works out for you, because it's different based on the type of coffee that you use. You use the lighter blend. You can go a little lighter on it. Use medium blend, basically do the same thing, or use the dark roast or whatever. You can go a little heavier. But this is how I make my coffee, and this is why I never measure, because it's all in what generally your body needs for that day. So I'm measuring based off what I think my body needs for the day, and apparently it affects everybody very differently based on their body. So this is how I make my coffee, and I'm allergic to it. I can't drink coffee. I drink tea, but I've been told I make a pretty wicked cup of cafe. So I put the coffee in the filter, and then I use a dash, if you will, of cinnamon, a dash of turmeric, a pinch of cayenne pepper, a pinch of coriander, and a pinch of ground cloves. And then I just let it, I let it
Okay.
percolate. I let it drip. And I've been told that if I put it into a French press, it'll make it even better. But ain't nobody got any time for that right now.
Oh, French presses are so good, though.
They are. I'm not gonna lie.
Good. So good. I guess let's weigh in the chat.
Yeah, what you got?
I think we've asked this before about whether you like coffee or if you like tea. But if you do, how do you make it? What is your way of making it? We have a little bit of time, so I like when you guys answer these questions. Sometimes you are not serious, and that's okay too, because this is don't make this weird. I guess make it weird is the thing. Go ahead and do it.
We got some people in chat already talking about my coffee.
Yeah. All right. What do we got? All right. Where are we at? Sorry. I made some awesome cookies with duck eggs. My neighbor gave me. They were good. That's from Andy.
That
Maggie
sounds
says
amazing.
magical mushrooms. Andy says, I think that when you teach, you also learn. And that
Yes.
is super true. Andy says, yep. Y for team, no measure. Yay for team, no measure. Pekka says, make me coffee. Yep, help me there.
For breakfast again.
For what? For breakfast again, yes. That was awesome. Okay, what do you got going on?
Louder says, make me coffee.
Yeah, yes. Coffee is delish. You do
What?
make a good coffee.
And that's the thing. Dawn, if you're still over there in Facebook land, Dawn can attest to most of the teas that I've made. And I don't measure. I don't pick based off of what most people would make their teas by. I take a whole shit ton of them and blend them all together and go, you know what? This is what's going on my tea today. And
Yeah.
I just kind of, I let, like I said, the tea spirit guide me of put this in there, put that in there. No, you kind of let the spirit move you, if you will, in what you're making, because that's what if you're in tune with that's what your body's telling you need for today.
Oh,
So
yeah. I mean,
listen to what your body's telling you. I mean, like I've got my tea right here that's almost empty, and man, it's so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision so I could be like, look, smell. Here's the mic. Smell it to the mic.
Smell it through the mic. Listen, smell it through the mic. Andy said, I'm going to try Tony's coffee, but I'm going to use French press the proper way.
There you go. Thank you. Hey, let me know how that turns out for you, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious to see what it turns out like with a French press. And I generally go a little heavier handed on the turmeric and the cinnamon. I also like a lot of cayenne pepper, because when you put that stuff in your body, it does some magical shit.
Yes.
So let me know how that turns out. And you know what? Try it a couple of different times. Do some different measurements. What works for you? And I want to know, because that's also going to help me.
Yeah. That's awesome. And Dawn says, oh my gosh, Tony's tea is the best ever. And Pipe Dream, MTG Dreamer Brian is joining us. Says, hi all.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Hello. Hi, Brian. Yes. So that is... I've tried your coffee. For me, I like creamer. I am a creamer girl, but I'm, again, trying to navigate that, because learning all the different things when you purchase pre-made stuff.
Yes.
A lot of times I will go for the quicker, and I'm not the only person. I know a lot of people out there just grab what's quick and go with that. It's everywhere. We have so many different fast foods. We have so many convenient packaged things, even right down to stuff that's already cut up and ready to cook and to go.
Yep.
In meal kits even right now, which some of them are healthier. But the thing is for me, because I cook for myself, I will grab those things because I don't use a lot of it, but I do find myself grabbing for the things that are the worst
Yes.
because there's whatever in those, whatever is in chemical, whatever. I
Yep.
will grab that stuff, and it's been one of those things. So now I'm trying to look at the ingredients and figure out, like, even if I have to buy the little containers of the grapes and stuff so that stuff doesn't go bad, at least I'll be getting something.
Right.
And it's a different balancing act when you're trying to figure out like what will work. But I look at all the different creamers and I'm trying to figure out like what do I make for myself? What's a better alternative? Because I do like creamer.
Well, and you can attest to this though, is when you were having just a little bit of prep time, how much easier it was to eat healthy, how much easier it was to get the protein content that you needed, to have a variety of meals with very little preparation for the whole entire week. Like,
yeah.
It's amazing. And that's one of the things that I try to do is I try to have, stuff that if I'm in a hurry, I can grab and go because I've already done a little bit of the prep work, whether it's fresh produce or, like the protein balls here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
At our local, at our local meat market, like they're absolutely amazing. And I'm not, I'm looking because they're like right over there in a bag, but
so
I'm not shilling for our local meat market. I'm shilling for the fact that you can eat healthy. It just takes a little bit of preparatory work, and growing stuff, harvesting stuff, making the choices when you're at the market, if you will, getting a 6-pack of cones from the freezer section that got the ooey gooey caramel and chocolate in the center of it. Yeah. Because that looks amazing and it tastes delicious. Or you're going to grab yourself an orange or an apple and smash that from the local farmer's market because it was grown locally and it tastes even better.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of us grew up with that was the bigger thing. Like, microwave dinners and shit like that was like a big thing in the 80s because...
Right.
Everybody was getting their microwaves. They were, all this other stuff happening. So it was easier just to go with the TV dinners or, the fast, because it was like, ooh, this is exciting. We have this. But now, like, I get it. Like, yeah, when I go down the ice cream aisle, we have so many fucking options. And I don't mean to sound old, but when we were younger... There wasn't a lot. It was like butter pecan. It was like either strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, or Neapolitan.
Yeah, Neapolitan.
You know what I mean?
We were lucky if we had like Superman bubblegum on the rare occasion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you had to go to like the actual ice cream shop to get those kinds of things. So, and it just sounds funny to say this stuff. I feel so damn old saying this now. But, like... Other than that, we didn't really have a whole bunch of options, whereas now there's aisles of this stuff, like the prepackaged convenient, but the extra additives.
Oh, God, it's so bad for you, too.
And Dawn makes a good point in chat. She says, well, when you are allergic to everything, packaged stuff does not work.
Yep.
And it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You pay for it. You pay for it when, you pay for it. Let me get caught up over here really quick.
What you got?
Baghead says, hello, Patch Pirate Pipe. And Brian says, the link doesn't work, LOL. LOL, hi, Tim. Hey, Tim. Baghead smiles. And then Mr. Guy says, just click the link, LOL.
Just open the pack.
Candy says, peppers are great. Cayenne, habanero, jalapeno. I love them all good for the circulation.
Yes.
And so much more. I didn't know that.
Yep.
And Andy says, I don't even know protein had balls. No, but bees do. Eggplant is bigger than Tony's cucumber.
So, these are the balls that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These things are absolutely amazing. And they just, like, if you've ever had protein balls, like, holy shit. What's in this thing? Of course, I've got... Okay, so peanuts, honey, whole grain rolled oats, whey protein, cocoa powder, processed with alkali and contains less than 2% cellulose gum, soy lecithin, and what the skim milk. And there's a bunch of other shit that I can't read because it's $27 words. But how could you not want to support local and get something that is absolutely that amazing?
Yeah, they're really good.
Yes.
I've made them actually at home before. And
Yeah.
they turned out really, really good. Michael Bloom is saying, yo, but guess what, guys? It's the top of the hour.
It is the top of the hour.
Cover.
We got to give some shout outs because someone finally fixed the screen. So we're going to go over to the wall of fame and hopefully we can.
Just getting some shout outs.
That's right. So
Ian says they look like chocolate chip cookie ball energy things he makes. Okay. Anyway, I'm focusing.
They are amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Heather, you want to give a shout out to the ones that are under the Strange Friends Media umbrella, and I will go with the ones that we are affiliated with, or we hang out and support, or we co-host every once in a while on their channels.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to start out with Was It Worth It? You guys got to check that out. Please make sure that you click that and go and get that link if you have it. Strange Friends Media. You seem like you would be knowledgeable in that. Initiative Impossible. Baghead. Tempest Striker Gaming. We also have This Is My Brain. Magic Gaming Jerks. Suck My Deck. Chill Stream, Guitar Fridays, and of course you're watching the Don't Make This Weird podcast.
That's right. And the ones that we all hang out with or support or, every once in a while we'll pop up on and say howdy. MTG Attitude, MTG Dreamer, go show some love over that. Brian's got a really cool channel. Twiddler's Place, Action Surge, Rule of Cool, where we play D&D every Tuesday. And last but certainly not least, Chaos Gaming over there with Chaos on her channel. She does some really, really cool stuff. Loading mags and capping all kinds of people over there on Call of Duty. To switch over gears over here to Patreon, we want to thank all of our Patreons. We're going to give a quick shout out over on the Weirdo side. We got Editor J and Mr. Guy. The Deckheads, we have Big Box Dave. I got a load of page. Have we ever figured out who that was? Because, yeah, it's so weird. And then Relentless Magic. Of course, as in real life, I have no groupies. But we have a ton of strange friends. So if you guys want to support what we do over there on Patreon, the link is in the description. Go show some love to these channels. You guys want to support us over on Patreon, we'd greatly appreciate that because there's some really cool content over there on Patreon. So, become a member. We would love to have you and to chit chat with you. Louder says Tony needs to be on Louder's video. I would love to be on a Baghead video. Just saying. Yeah. Can I do a guest spot on a Baghead video?
Plate head. Like paper plate head.
Paper plate head?
Yeah, it's got to be a thing now.
Paper plate head. I like that.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. So thank you all, and thank you to those that support us. We do appreciate it. We appreciate that, and all the ones that we like to support and hang out with, go like their videos as well, and subscribe to them. Also, all the ones that we have underneath the umbrella here, come join us.
That's what we do.
One of us. Just kidding. Then you want to also give a shout out. We are affiliated as well.
Yes.
With Dubby.
With Dubby, with Game Tech, with Gemtech. We are also Inked Gaming is another one that we got. Guys, all of these, you can find our codes down there. Click the links. Also support us there. Like Dubby, we love this stuff. And I'm not just saying that because we're affiliates of them. We've actually tried this stuff and it's amazing.
Actually, finally, because you guys were talking about the watermelon one and don't pay attention to the bottle that it's in, Tony actually has the bottle for the W one. Brandon sent me over the sample pack thing, and this is the hydration one. It's not the caffeine one. There's no extra or anything in it.
They're so
it's
good.
A watermelon lemonade, and I do like me some watermelon, so that flavoring of watermelon, even though it's different from regular. It's still really good though.
They
So
are.
you
They're
guys have
so good. And that's the thing is that's what I love about these energy drinks is it does not give you the jitters.
yeah. It's
It doesn't
still
taste
use
like a bunch.
responsibly.
Right. It,
Responsible.
of course, it doesn't taste like a bunch of chemicals. It literally tastes like what the flavor is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's amazing because the last thing I want to do is drink an energy drink and go, wow, that antifreeze was amazing. I'm going to have lots of energy.
Yeah, that antifreeze got me really going today. Yeah,
Whoa!
so there is a code there for 10% off of W. There's a sample kit that you can get to try the different flavors to know which ones that you like. Again, it is definitely about responsibility. There are ones that don't have caffeine in it, like the one I'm drinking right now. But always read your ingredients and figure that one out for yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, so good though. I like the one that I'm trying actually.
Tastes great and help you stay in shape.
Unless you're sitting at the computer for hours and hours playing video games, I don't know hand in hand if that's gonna work out. But
Okay, so it makes you look fabulous on camera and helps you dance.
I don't want to make those claims because I've never seen that is a thing. Anyway, but I want to also talk about Tuscaloosa coming up.
Yes.
Tuscaloosa is going to be coming up in July. The date again is the 20th.
It's the 20th, yes.
20th. The 20th. So if you guys get a chance, they do have their lineup, I think, all ready to go, and it's going to be at the same place just outside of Caro. The tickets, I believe, are still $15.
I am
Correct.
actually pulling it up right now on screen so you guys can see this
Yay,
in
you
real
guys can
time.
see it.
As soon as I can get this page to load. No, that's not it. What the hell?
Speaking of old.
Yes, exactly. Oh, come on. Really? Because words are hard to spell and stuff.
Words are hard to spell and stuff. Words are hard. Hard to say,
yes.
hard to spell,
There we go. Got it. All right, let me pull this up on the screen while Heather, you talk about it. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
You got to load a page. Yes.
Yes, I got to load a page.
Good evening, you two. Nice to see you both. Good to see you too.
Yes. There we go.
You too. And Don says, yay, I can't wait. So, Tuscaloosa, you guys, I'm waiting for the page. It is completely black.
There we go.
Waiting for it to load.
So I'm just going to scroll down. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. It's 57 days, 13 hours, 51 minutes, and 24, 23, 22. You can get tickets now. So if you type this in, Tuscolapalooza.com, here is the schedule. Gates open at noon. Food trucks will be there. Vendors will be open. Raffle status. 2 p.m. the music starts. And music stops at midnight. So canopies, chairs, umbrellas, coolers are welcome. BYOB, guys, please be responsible. And guess what? Here is the bands that are going to be playing, guys.
There you go. Yes, the lineup.
The lineup. The Four Horsemen, they are a Metallica tribute band. Cannot wait to see those guys. It's going to be amazing.
Metallica shirt on tonight. Yeah.
Yep. The 99, which is a great band to see. Infamous Quick. God, we love those guys.
Love them. Yes.
Perfect Stranger. I think that's a new band, isn't it?
I have not heard them yet, so yeah, they must be new.
Big Medicine, the Whiskey Bottle Blues, and Fabala. Nice. And Jason Pisek and the Brotherhood. Those guys were amazing last year.
They were super good, yes. I actually just found them on Facebook and added them on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, I know those guys. They were really good. So if you guys are interested in coming to the Tuscalapalooza, that's the ticket information. That's the place to go. You can follow them on
Facebook.
Facebook page, absolutely. And if you don't have Facebook, if you need the link, we can also get that over to you, or who to get in touch with. Definitely, if you are wanting to come to an amazing show, As Mr. Guy is saying,
There we are.
be
Strange Friends
responsible.
Media.
Is that even a possibility? Is that even possible? Well, good thing that you asked that,
Yes.
because at Tuscola Palooza, oh, there we are. Yeah, we're on there. I just see it in it. As
Yay,
one
we're
of the
one of the
sponsors.
sponsors. That's awesome.
They actually have a bus that will take you down to the party store if you are running out of your beverage. So that is
Yes.
a thing that they do provide there, and it doesn't cost anything. You just
Gorgeous.
hop on the bus, and they take you down to it. So it's
Take
pretty
you down
cool.
to the store. So there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, you can be a sponsor if you want to help
Yeah.
support this local event. Just go to that page, TescolaPalooza.com. And guys, their bands are so cool. If you want to be a vendor, go ahead, pop up on there, hit all of that information, submit your application, and go from there. Because guys, it is a really cool event. And if
It
you're
is.
local, come join us. If you're not local, hey, who knows? Hop a plane, grab a cow, whatever, drive on in.
Yeah. Let me flip my headphones off with my hair.
Yeah,
Ooh, let's go wild. Let's
that's
throw our hair
right.
back.
Just be careful when you're driving that Kawasaki.
Yeah, come to the thing. Like, you guys will. It's such a great freaking time. Like,
It
we've done
truly
it
is.
every single year for how many years now? It's been so much fun. I normally am a vendor at it. I'm not doing that this year.
Yeah.
I will just go ahead and just donate. Usually what I do is I'll make like music themed jewelry, and the money, well, some of the money that I didn't have to use for the product
Yes.
will go to the cause, because it is for the Tuscola County Child Advocacy Center. And if you do want to be a sponsor for that, they do now announce
Yes.
on as they go up and announce the bands and stuff, they do announce all of the sponsors. They do put that up on all of the pages and everything. And it's for a great cause, for a really great cause. All right, we have a lot to catch up on. Let me get over here to YouTube. Let me find where I'm at. All right. So MTG Attitude coming in hot. Nice to see you both. Good evening. Also, Strange Princess, are you saying you got a load of page? Yes. Don said, "Yay! I can't wait."
Right.
MTG Dave, hey Don, Andy, Mike, Mr. Guy. Baghead says magic. Baghead's magic brownies. Andy saying hi, Dave. Mr. Guy saying hi, Dave. Don catching up with saying hi. Hey, Hey, Baghead. And Dave says, love meat liquor.
You
Oh,
love
God.
a meat liquor?
That's what he says. That's what he says. And Mr. Guy says, BOAB, be responsible. Is that even possible?
No, not with
Andy
us.
says, Don says, haha, Mr. Guy, we try. My dad's joining and says, hey, you two. Hey, Dad.
How's it going, Pops?
And Andy says, y'all can hop on the Buzz Bus. Yeah, that's a good
Yes!
idea for that. They should paint that on the side.
The buzz.
Dave says, for Guy, he has adult supervision with me.
Yeah, but if you're not at Tuscola Palooza, Dave, how can he be supervised with the rest of us? Looks like you're going to have to come to Tuscola Palooza, Dave.
Dave, you should. No balls, you won't.
No balls, you won't.
Andy says somebody needs to supervise you. Because Dave doesn't like Baghead's videos. Mr. Guy says, yeah, Dave, you need supervision, not me. Oh, God. Me? Nah. Well, maybe. LOL. Andy says, join the club, pal. Hello, Mr. Edgington. I hope you are well, says Dave. That was very kind of you, Dave. Very kind. So, yeah, supervision. I'm not. Listen, you all come and hang out. Whatever you do is not on me. Not on me.
Hey,
I'm
Brandon.
I'm not vending this year. I'm going to have a fun time. Gonna be fun.
Heck yeah. Brandon and the professor, a.k.a. Action Surge, his brother, got to ride the bus up to the store to grab some beverages. Brandon, if you're in chat, how was that ride? Because you rode the bus. And gave Mary brachos. Which is still really weird.
So there's food trucks there. They also have a pond to go swimming in, or a lake. They call it Platinum Lake. And again, you can bring your chairs, a pop-up tent, just kind of chill out there. You don't have to be next to anybody if you don't want to, if that's not your thing. But you can still enjoy all of those bands. It's for a great cause. many vendors, many food trucks, even dessert trucks are out there. It's really a great time. You can meet people from the bands, get autographs, things like that. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth it.
Dave's chiming in chat.
Oh, also Dawn says, hi, Mr. Edgington. And MTG and Dave says, you do not want me to go to that event. The last time I went to an event that ended in Palooza, my brother and I put 2 hawking dudes in the hospital for real. Well, Dave, we can put you off to the side, away from people. No, it's
Right.
actually a pretty chill. Honestly, it's a pretty chill event.
Yeah, their security there is pretty freaking awesome. And everybody's like chill. Like I've been doing this event before it was Tescolapalooza, because it's been this is year 4 that it's been Tescolapalooza.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to this probably for like 10 years in a row now. And every single year, it's a very cool, very laid back event. And people are just chill. They're not, if you get a little drinky poo going on there, there's always someone there to be like, hey, chill out or you'll be asked to leave. Yeah, and that's as far as it goes. So I kind of like that, because they try to keep it as family friendly as they possibly can, because there's a lot of kids that are there. There's a lot of other responsible adults that are there making sure that everybody's having a good time. And it's just a really cool event. And yeah, Dave, no balls. You won't go.
Yeah. Honestly, the bus ride was a bit hazy. And then he says it's chill until Dave shows up. No, honestly, there's a lot of really great people there. It is a lot of fun. It's not far from Tony's, really. So it's not like it's very far if you need to go back. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. We have really enjoyed going out there all these years. So, and like I said, it's a good cause. So
well, yeah, and besides, Heather, when you're back in the neighborhood, we can also crash at your place.
Oh, yeah, my place. As long as it's not a metal Twinkie again.
Well, no, we're not in Kansas anymore. So, I mean, I think you'll be fine. If I know you're like a cat, you always land on your feet, because that's just how it works.
Yeah, baby.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, so Dave's chill until Wheel in the Sky is playing.
No, that was last year. That was the tribute band.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It really is. Yeah. I love going to it. I already took time off of work. I'm going.
Yep.
I'm doing it.
I'm definitely queued up and plugged in, because I've been helping promote this stuff locally, and not so much locally, because we got connections down in the Detroit area and whatnot, Ann Arbor, Howell, Heartland, a lot of those places down there, just because it's a really cool freaking place that people literally from all over the United States come and show up and hang out with us. And it's like, this is great. I mean, we've even had, friends from Texas come up and hang out with us, which was great.
Not only that.
Yeah.
But you'll get a chance to meet Flint Santa.
Flint Santa. Oh my God. Yes.
Coolest dude ever. Dude ever. You guys will love him.
If you go there to do anything, meeting and hanging out with Flint Santa, that guy knows how to have a blast.
He does. He's up there at the front of the stage, with every band, and he's jumping around and he's having a great time. He brings several shirts to change out of, because it does get hot.
It does. It truly does.
Tony, I'll only come if you go shot for shot with me. Be the dirty spoon and then whisper in my ear the next morning. What a lovely tea party.
Dave, I already did that, man. It's your turn to be Dirty Spoon.
Mr. Guy's yelling, oh, can you guys go shot for shot with me?
No, I'm definitely not going shot for shot with you guys.
And Andy says, dude, same with me, but my trigger song is 21st Century Schizoid Man.
Yes, great song, man.
Oh God! So, listen, I am not going shot for shot with nobody, but y'all can come hang out. I had drank some moonshine the last time we were all together, which ended in me saying, "Shelby, get me some Doritos. Can you please get?" I was so polite. Can you please get me some Doritos and some water? And I knew at that point I was not standing up until that was all soaked up. Listen.
Well,
Smart.
so that's a good question, guys. When you go out to a festival or an event or a venue, what song do they play that just gets the blood pumping?
Good question. Good question. This is going to be a Metallica tribute band. Listen,
Yes.
if you guys knock it for tribute, because tribute bands, whatever, I've seen some pretty damn incredible tribute bands, to be honest. It's really
Holy
fun.
shit.
It is a lot of fun. And Dave is saying, yes, you did that, but you made eye contact with me, Tony. It was weird. And by the way, I would destroy a guy at drinking hard alcohol. Oh boy.
Nope. Not doing it.
America and beer.
Yes.
And Andy says creeping death.
Yes. Creeping death.
Yeah.
Seeing so many live bands, I gotta say, one of the coolest things that we ever got to see, because we put it on, was Hail Your Highness and American Arson.
They were so good. When
they played what was it, My Father's House? Oh man, that was great being backstage and hearing them kick off that song, and I was just like, "Holy cow, this is amazing!" Like that got me riled up backstage, and I'm like, "Yes, they're playing the song."
Yeah, yeah. So like last year, I would have to say it was probably for me. I can't pinpoint the song, but it was oh my god, our favorite. We had them on the show. Chase.
Blind Riots.
Yes, the Blind Riots. I just having that old moment, old timers moment. It was them. He got up on stage. He even had his like foot up on
yes,
up on the freaking thing, and I'm like, oh my god, this can't be good. But he got on stage later on.
Yeah.
With the headliner and was singing up there. It was so awesome. It was so much fun. So much fun. Oh man, you guys are blowing up the chat. So Dave says, my personal blood pumping song, We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. And then Guy says that MTG Attitude, game on, bro. Challenge accepted, Mr. Guy. Oh shit. Jeannie says, Brandon. And Strange Friends, so many Metallica songs I love, really. No Leaf Clover though.
Yeah.
Any question mark. Oh god, she's gotta come too. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, Jeannie, you definitely gotta come. It's great. Well, and that was speaking of the Blind Riots, they played last year, which was absolutely incredible. Mm-hmm. And one of the coolest covers that I've ever heard, and I really hope somebody recorded that, is when they brought out their guest star keyboardist. Mm-hmm. And they did a cover of Like a Stone.
That was it. That was the one. I was like, yep, I'm ready now. Let's go. It was so fucking good. Yeah,
I was literally hypnotized the whole entire time they were doing this song and just stood there with my mouth open going, what am I witnessing right now?
It was so good.
So good.
Brandon says, so many Metallica songs I love. Oh, I already said that. And then Andy says, I dig one in the Sanitarium.
Yes.
And Time Capsule joining in says, hey.
What's up, Time Capsule?
Time Capsule. Hey, from Mr. Guy. Hey, Time Capsule.
Heck
Thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome. You're always in chat, always talking with us about every little thing. I know we have so much ADD here that we jump Scott, whatever you want to call it. I can't even talk anymore. It's been a long week. All over the place, and I get that, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, still joining us for the show, and just having a conversation. We may be everywhere, but we absolutely love being able to have these conversations with you and just have a good time. It's all about, at the end of the day, that you had a chance to relax, chill, and not worry about other responsibilities in life. So we thank you guys for chiming in with us and hanging out.
Absolutely. Well, and that's the thing is now that, festival season is in full swing. Speaking of that, guys, I won't be here tomorrow night for Guitar Fridays. I will be live on stage at the studio with my band for Open Mic Fridays over there at H&B. So, guys, you won't see me here, but if you are local, you'll see me at H&B Studios live on stage playing with my band and hopefully doing some crazy cool covers and jamming with a lot of the talent there. So I'm going to try and get a significant amount of sleep and maybe sleep in a little longer. But the likelihood of that happening is probably not going to happen because I got a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Yeah, all kinds of work. I get that. I get it. I got to go back to work tomorrow, opening bright and early. So that's gonna be so fun. Oh, you guys in chat. Oh, Dave, why you do this to me? And also, Jeannie said, "Oh, I said I'd go shot for shot with anyone, but don't think Brandon would be happy." That did not show up in my chat here. Sorry, Jeannie. Sometimes that just happens. I don't get that, but I'm glad you repeated it. And
Thanks, Jeannie.
I will not be able to go shot for shot with anybody. I'm weak sauce these days.
Well, I mean, Heather's preferred drink is tequila, so there's that.
No, it is definitely not. And Time Guy says, "Hey, Guy." Dave says, "Heather is going to ask us on the island. Hey, Dave and Guy, are you both drunk?" My response, "Yes, I'm holding Mr. Guy's penis and his hand is buried somewhere inside me." Wait a minute. Dave's saying that. Okay.
Yes.
Time capsule. Oh my God. Mr. Guy says, "Dave, Caitlin read that and she disappeared." Also, Caitlin is laughing her female balls. Oh my God. You guys are crazy.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Better than the bee balls.
That's right. I've got the protein balls over here, so if you guys want some of that, there's that.
I would totally laugh those protein balls off. That's just not right. That's not right.
I'm laughing my protein balls off. Yay.
Those are so good too. If any of you do come to the Tuscola Palooza, definitely. I'll have I was gonna say I'll bring some to the island, but I don't know how well that would go. I might have to just ship out a care package.
There you go.
Ahead of me to you guys.
You're gonna ship some balls to the guys?
I'm gonna ship my balls.
What? Please don't do that. Don't shit your balls.
I'm gonna ship my pants.
Wait, you're shipping your pants with balls?
Yep.
This is so no. This is not. Guys, this was me. This was her. So if you get pants with shit in them, or you get pants with balls in them, that's all Heather.
I'm shipping my pants over to you guys. That's so funny. Okay, anyway, back to chat because you guys can't stop. Dave. Oh, by the way, Heather looks radiant tonight. Thank you, Dave. I do appreciate that. And Andy says Heather's trip to Sausage Island is filled with danger. How do you say that, Andy? I am the only lady going that I know of, unless some other lady has been brave enough to come along.
You're tripping sausage on the island, just saying.
I'm tripping on sausage?
Apparently so, because it's Sausage Island, so watch out for strange sausage.
Baghead says Baghead can play Enter Sandman, and Andy says I can play one in Sanitarium.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm in danger.
Watch out for falling sausage.
All I'm saying is, nope, I'm not saying anything. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
So you're saying you should probably wear one of those inflatable things to keep the sausage away from you, or how does that work?
I don't know. Sausage Island, what's your function? Oh, God. And also Dave says, love Sandman, my favorite Metallica song ever. And he says, is pepper spray legal in Mass?
If you're...
Dave says it is. I'm safe. No. Listen, I'll be fine. I'm just going to go there and show them how to fish. That's it. That's all.
That's right. Heather, I put money on Heather all day long. She's going to outfish the fuck out of you guys.
You think so? But don't talk me up because then I'm going to go there and
I'm just saying.
Fish.
Look, you went fishing with gators.
I did go fishing with gators. Yeah, I did.
And the fact that you lived to tell the story about it, come on. I know guys that won't go fishing with gators, and you did it in a kayak.
I did. I did do it in a kayak, and when I did hook into a big fish, took me for a ride. Holy moly.
Exactly.
And Dawn says, Heather can hold her own.
Yep.
Dave says, sausage, Andy, that is way too much credit. It should be called Tic Tac Island. And guy says, any touches Heather, they deal with the crew.
Oh, well, there you go. There's your armed security.
got security. Security.
Security.
Don't underestimate Dave's chances with this tiny wiggler. Oh my goodness. You guys are funny. Oh
Hey,
my
look,
God.
it works great. You stay in shape with Tic Tac. You'll have fresh breath.
Oh my God. Oh, and with that, you guys, it's that time. I
It
have
is
no
that
doubt
time.
that I'm going to be safe on the island. I am surrounded by some really great people. Some of them I don't really know that are going to be on the island, but I have no worries in my mind. I will be perfectly safe. I may need someone to walk me to my I keep on wanting to say kayak. That's not what I mean. Yep, hammock, because I can't see at night for nothing.
Same.
But definitely excited to be going to the island with the guys. So
Absolutely.
it is an honor. It is an absolute honor that I was invited. So we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have fun.
And you guys are absolutely amazing for blowing us up. We deeply appreciate that.
Love you guys. Gonna throw the hearts in the chat here and the on screen. Yep.
Mine looks like a lopsided waffle.
You gotta act like you're grabbing a burger and then tilt.
Yeah. No, my burger's broken.
Perfect. And it does sound like fun. It definitely does. So thank you all for chiming in and throwing up all the throwing in the comments, not up. Throwing the comments in chat. I do appreciate it. We do appreciate all of you hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed the show tonight, we will be back next Thursday.
Yes.
So go ahead, like, subscribe, and any of those other channels that we gave some love to, make sure that you go over and check them out as well. We definitely support all of those channels and absolutely do love them. Throwing up in the comments, no, not throwing up. Love you guys, says Dawn. Dave says love you all. Stay weird. And Andy says thanks all. Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you. Check those guys out. And another shout out to our patrons. Thank you all for helping us and supporting the cause, because you really do. You really, really like us. Thank you.
You really will like us.
Guys. Thanks for hanging out. As always, we appreciate it. And don't forget, guys, keep it weird.